Hey everyone, this is a watercolor painting that I was fooling around with, and I covered this with liquid masking because I want to airbrush on it. So when you use liquid masking, it's good to use some dish soap, Dawn, with your with your paintbrush. So you'll take the paintbrush and you'll mix it into the brush and then go into the liquid mask, and it will not harden the brush, and the brush will be really good to clean later. So that's just a little tip. But anyway, I just want to darken this, and everything's protected, but I want more of a night sky, and so I'm just kind of using two mediums here, obviously. Using a blue violet right now. I just want more of a night sky to darken this and get it away from the watercolor kind of look. This was a picture out in front of my old store that, alright, I'm using Createx paints, illustration paints, and I'm going to go with red violet here a little bit. See how that goes? It's just transparent. All I'm doing is changing. Whoops, I got to test it here. Okay. A little more violet in that area. And I'm not putting enough paint in the gun, into the gun. So I'll do it again. Then I'll switch to magenta. And again, everything's protected. And I'm just getting away from the watercolor, and I'm making it an airbrush painting. But it just goes to show that you can start out with color pencils and airbrush over them. So it's just another way to get something down quick as a base. Okay, so now we got the magenta, which is really nice down in here. The sky was so beautiful that night. The end of the workday, it was still light, but then the storm came in and the street lights came on, and it really was really cool. So I'm going to take, that was my Micron side bottle. And this is a HP SB Plus. It's an Iwata, and it's a really nice brush. I have my white in it. So what I'm going to do is soften the edges of these stormy clouds that rolled in. It was like a roll cloud. It really was cool how it just kind of came out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, there's a lot more softness going on that I couldn't achieve so easily with the watercolors. Watercolors are fun, but it's just another way. You can do this with acrylics too. You can just get your colors to be kind of like a underpainting, and then from there you can go in and do your thing and airbrush. Now the street lights, clean them up. I'll give a haze around it a little bit more than the watercolor was doing. And let's see, what else do I want to do here? I think I want to come in with cobalt blue as soon as I find it. Okay. Haven't done a video in a little while, but I put something up here so that you guys can see other things that you can do with the airbrush besides just working from Frisket or real, strict cutting out things, and a lot more goes into it that way. So I'm just going to bring that out a little more, and I can knock the real saturated blue back. I'm going to kind of tint the whole cloud because it was kind of a blue cloud, and I'm going to go back in with the white again to make that. Now, before I do that, I'm going back to the blue violet. I'm loading up a little extra paint, and I'm really going to sink some nighttime into this now. I'm not worried about losing the white. The darker this is, the more it'll look like a night sky. There we go. So it's really not a watercolor painting anymore. But my point is that you can start with an underpainting and do anything. And let's see, let's get the white going again. I'm not going to go much further because it's just kind of keeping it simple and loose as opposed to super real. Okay. Even putting the white into the gun, I'm not worried about cleaning the gun or anything. I'm just putting it in dirty, testing it down here on my paper in the drawer. And here we go. Now we're gonna kind of put knock the blue back a little, as you can see, but put some stronger white around it. Just kind of in certain spots. It's kind of coming out pinkish, and that's okay. As long as it's lighter than the areas that are the darkest. Even if it's got a little color in it, it's fine with me. Except when I do the street lights. One more time. Here we go. Little edge on that cloud. I can go right over the telephone pole, and I can go right in here and just kind of poop it out and keep it kind of foggy looking. Alright, so one more time here. I do believe that's the watercolor paper from when I was scrubbing before, but I will just clean that up later. The pills, you might call it, that are showing up, I can pick them off. Real bright there where the street light's glowing, and real bright there. And now a nice little kind of glow. That, a couple of dagger strokes that are really feather strokes to give it a little look that was in the photograph. And I think I'm going to probably call this, and one more time on the cloud. Yeah, okay, so let's see if I can get some of this off, just to demonstrate how you can take the liquid masking off. Okay. That's all right. Okay, so it's lifting. Kind of gotta. I put a lot on here. The telephone pole. Obviously, I need more tape. Let me try the white tape. It has a lot of glue on it. So basically, I really loaded up. This is still soft too. This, I'm going to just kind of pick at it like that. Okay, so now the colors from the telephone pole are coming back. Again, on watercolor paper, you can use Frisket, but it's very... you know what, guys? I think the soap is making this not dry like I wanted it to, as far as getting it off and not being like in a wet state that it's in. But you can kind of see where I'm going with this. So what I'll do is I will show the finished picture on a short video, just a zoom in, zoom out kind of thing, so you can see the finished product. And from here, we'll just call it as far as what I'm doing here. I'm sorry, my wife is holding this. Thank you, Sue. I also wanted to just quickly show you guys the. This is that new carrier that I have. That carries. It's made by Art Bin. And it has so many places to carry stuff. I travel around to teach. And my one place I teach, I have a whole nother airbrush setup, so I don't have to bring a compressor. I have a downdraft ventilation desk, but I can put my airbrush paints down here. I used to make into the store. It's my son's store. It's like 2,000 square feet. I used to make like three or four trips in there, carrying bags of art supplies, because I teach watercolor, airbrushing, photorealistic pencil drawing, and all in the same class. So obviously I have to tote a lot of stuff. So it's a really good product. I highly recommend it for anybody that's trying to take your stuff with you. See, it's on wheels. Pull it. And I can really load this. This has hardly anything in it right now. All right. Anyway, it's made by Artbin. Sorry about my finger being in the way. It's made by Artbin, and it's a great product. All right. It's for crafts. You could put, if you're a person that's working with a small compressor, you could carry that down in there, and all kinds of stuff. So anyway, really a great product. Artbin. Right down to my pencils now. Everything has its place, you know. Chris gets in there and everything that I can think of. All right, so anyway, that's my little project. I hope you got something out of it, and I will show the finished picture after I get all the liquid masking off. I hope you enjoyed this and get something out of it. And look for more videos in the very near future, trying to get back into the groove. Okay, thanks a lot. Take care. See you later.